There was a man who lost everything: his home, his savings, even the trust of friends and family. Yet, a single choice completely transformed his life. Today, we'll explore how failure, choices, and hope can wield incredible power. Have you ever asked yourself, am I living the life I truly want? Are my choices really right? What small action can I take today to change my life? Through this story, we'll uncover some answers together. Our protagonist, Minjun Kim, was born in a small town. His parents were farmers, and he shared a tiny room with his siblings. From a young age, he dreamed differently than others. Reality, however, was unforgiving. He had to help his family while keeping up with schoolwork, and he rarely had time for himself. As a teenager, Minjun spent hours in the local library, reading books that changed his perspective. One line stood out: success is not a single miracle, it is the sum of small, daily choices. This line became his life's guiding principle. After entering college, he encountered a broader world. Moving to the city for the first time, meeting new people, seeing society, it opened his eyes. But reality was harsh. He launched his first business, but lack of planning, capital, and experience caused it to collapse. Bank accounts were drained, and he disappointed friends and family. For the first time, he truly felt what failure meant. Losing money was just the surface. Self-trust, people's confidence, and hope for the future were all shaken. Looking into the mirror, he asked himself, who am I? What am I living for? Yet, the crucial point is that he didn't give up. Many would lose hope at this point. But Minjun found a small spark: a habit of investing in himself for just 30 minutes each day. The habit was simple. Every morning, he read, wrote down his thoughts, and planned his day. He asked himself, what choice did I make today? Each small action accumulated, creating profound internal change. At the same time, we meet another character, Sarah Lee, an anonymous young woman living a normal life but seeking meaning amidst repeated setbacks. Her experience mirrors Minjun's in many ways. Sarah endured the daily grind of commuting on crowded subways, workplace stress, and putting her dreams on hold. One day, she began a small experiment: investing 10 minutes a day in herself, reading, journaling, or short exercise sessions. For her, even these small steps were challenging. Interestingly, this mirrors the journey of real-life figures like Steve Jobs. Jobs, after dropping out of college and experiencing multiple failures, continued making small, deliberate choices that eventually led to the rise of Apple. Both Minjun Kim and Sarah Lee exemplify how small, consistent choices can spark life-changing transformations. After his first business collapsed, Minjun Kim felt his entire world crumble. Bank accounts were empty, the trust of investors and friends shattered, and he even disappointed his family. Staring at his reflection, he asked, who am I? What am I living for? This wasn't just a question, it became the catalyst for transforming his life. Sarah Lee faced a similar struggle. Every morning commute, endless repetitive work, dreams postponed. She felt powerless. Yet, a small glimmer remained: what can I change today? Even real-life figures like Steve Jobs experienced similar moments. After being ousted from Apple, he lost everything but refused to give up. Instead, he pursued Next and Pixar, slowly rebuilding his path. Minjun and Sarah similarly began to harness The power of small, consistent choices. Minjun started dedicating 30 minutes a day to himself. He read books, wrote ideas, and tracked his progress. Though exhausting at first, repetition built his confidence. He kept asking, what choice did I make today? Each small action created cumulative internal change. Sarah Lee began with 10-minute daily habits. Reading, journaling, exercising, a small step that eventually grew to 30 minutes, then longer. Extending into small projects and helping others. Gradually, her confidence returned, and actions she once feared became achievable. Oprah Winfrey's story reflects the same principle. Amidst poverty and abuse, she made small, consistent choices that propelled her to become a media giant. Minjun Kim, Sarah Lee, Steve Jobs, and Oprah all show that small habits compounded over time can create life-altering results. The pivotal choice for Minjun was simple: invest 30 minutes in myself every day. But this choice marked the turning point of his life. Reading, writing, and carefully listening to advice opened doors to opportunities he hadn't noticed. Sarah Lee expanded her daily habit gradually. 10 minutes became 30, then an hour. She took on small projects, shared her knowledge, and helped others. Each deliberate action built momentum, proving that one small choice can transform a life. Steve Jobs followed the same principle. Each deliberate step after failure, whether with Next, Pixar, or Apple, was a small choice that accumulated into enormous success. Oprah Winfrey similarly persisted, with daily focus, turning early adversity into lifelong achievement. After these critical choices, Minjun successfully launched a new business. Initial product releases, small project wins, and investor interest snowballed into larger opportunities. He realized that success is not luck, it is the result of prepared, intentional choices. Sarah Lee's confidence also grew, leading to achievements in both her personal projects and career. The small habits accumulated, changing her mindset, relationships, and daily life. Her journey proves that incremental action can create profound transformation. Years later, Minjun Kim runs a stable business and inspires countless people. But the most important gain wasn't money, it was confidence, courage, and control over his life. He learned that failure isn't the end, and consistent small choices can reshape destiny. Sarah Lee's life was similarly transformed. Daily habits and deliberate actions allowed her to regain control, accomplish goals, and pursue her dreams. The four stories: Steve Jobs, Oprah Winfrey, Minjun Kim, and Sarah Lee share a clear lesson: failure is not the end. Small habits and repeated choices build monumental change, and seek support but ultimately act with intentionality. Now, a question for you: are you ready to invest even 10 minutes a day in yourself? That small choice could completely change your life. Share in the comments what lesson you learned from today's story. A single small choice could be the turning point in your life. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to discover more life-changing stories. In the next episode, we'll explore more real-life and anonymous experiences that deliver incredible insights and inspiration. Thank you for listening until the very end.